also have an art class Friday afternoon. We have playing the game. You had mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to give people a chance to practice what they have learned. So when we have like a interactive group, they can learn how to put those social skills in place and how to practice them, and then they become better at it. Sure. So, and then let's see. So we also once in a while will have a certificate course where we offer a certificate. Moral development on Friday is a certificate course on our schedule right now. If the person comes out of 12 sessions, if they come at least 10, they'll get a certificate for the course. Moral development is a higher learning group where we're talking about different virtues. We've done self-discipline, we've done compassion, and right now we're on responsibility. So they're learning how do I want to become the person that I really want to be? How can I develop strengths in specific areas? Sure. So they're doing that.
Okay, very good. So if I'm sitting at home and either myself, I would be maybe curious as to whether I'm a good fit or I know somebody or something like that, Carla. What are you looking for as the intake as to who might be a good fit to come in and do something like this?
Well, obviously some of the criteria have to be met as far as I mentioned, the age and having a diagnosis and things like that. But really it's a great opportunity to come and we give a tour, myself and the other Carla. So we give a tour, we give an explanation of services. We invite family to come and to kind of check us out too. So I think it gives a person just a way to, they're not officially committing yet. So, because it's real, it is a little anxiety provoking to come in the first day, but we really try to help people feel welcome. And then, as far as, yes, whether they're gaining from the skills or gaining from the groups, gaining knowledge and things like that, we work really closely with the participants. So I would be checking in on them, seeing how they're doing, how they're, feeling in the groups and things. So, and the one thing I wanted to mention, we're very individualized. So if a person may come in for just a half day or the full day, it's very tailored to what the individual wants. And I would be the person to help kind of, feel that out a little bit. If they're really anxious, then maybe starting them off a little slower. So we take pride in looking at people really individually and what makes the most sense at that time.
And so what does the process look like for trying to figure out who's going to what classes and such as well?
Again, that's kind of our professional, we do have some feedback towards that, but I'm glad you asked because they can, during the pre-admission, they can try out different groups. Okay. And obviously we make sure that it's an appropriate group. If someone's not ready to quit smoking or reduce smoking, then yes, I wouldn't put them in that group. But so it's kind of, when we talk and do our initial interview, we kind of try to feel that out, like what they would like to work on or feel they need to, as far as coping and social and things like that.
I've heard it basically described as like a school kind of setup, right?
Kind of, classrooms and.
But then there's some one-on-one counseling and such that you're doing also, right?
So one-on-ones, groups, and then a lot of peer advocacy and things like that. It's a great place for people to get some friends, make some friends in a safe environment.
And then, so you talked about goals, living, learning, social, vocational. What does that actually sound like? When somebody comes, not to pull somebody out, but what kind of goals are people working on? Really?
Well, some may be to get what they used to call GED. So they may need our help with linking them to outside community organizations that do that. A lot of people have they want to get their own apartment, or they want a different apartment, so that sometimes we have to build on, well, are they ready to have that apartment? Are they able to, cope with things, or do we link them with a case manager to help along with all that process and things like that? So, and some of them want a job, you know, so we also work on that and things. What was my other one? Social. A lot of people, social, yeah, they have a lot of anxiety, like Sandie was saying. So this is, again, a way to practice those skills and so that they can take it, again, out into the community and things like that.
So I know one of the ways that you guys work through kind of anxiety piece in particular is what I have to my left here, some artwork
Okay,
that Sandie
yes.
likes to see you light up as we're starting to talk
I
about the art,
love
right?
it. I do.
So what
yeah.
what have we brought? What have you brought with us?
So in the art class on Tuesday, it's kind of, I run it like right now I'm doing just whatever you want to do to work it as a therapy for your anxiety, to calm down, for stress, for anything like that. So they can kind of do what they want. Some of the projects that our people are doing are, they love the diamond dot art. And so a few of them are doing that. Some are doing acrylics on canvas. Some are doing what we call quilling. That's a kind of a neat new project we've started. And some do dot painting. I brought in a few examples. So this is just an example of one of the abstract paintings that were done. And you can see it very colorful, a lot of different cells that it looks like that are formed in there. Very simple project, and people get instant success. They feel good. They feel their self-esteem rise. So this is always a good starting project. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
So what did you use for that? What was the
This is
media here?
acrylic paint.
Okay.
We thin it down slightly, and then we put silicone in it. And it's like a vinegar water thing, so they repel each other, so all these cells come up within the painting. And they just put the paint on the canvas, and then they begin to tilt it in different ways. So
Gotcha.
until it's all covered. So
Awesome.
always successful. And then this is an example of dot painting. We just started this maybe a year ago. There are stylists that are different sizes, and they just create a design using the different sizes, dip it in the paint, go to your piece of work, and continue until it gets to where you really like it. And there's many different designs and different qualities they can bring out in their piece.
It's beautiful.
It is, it is. It's a lot of fun. And then this is a work in progress. This fella, not the tiger, but the painter, this fella's very, very talented. And he's not done with this piece yet, but he's done several pieces. And we do actually have an art show going on as we speak. It's on Niagara Street with the Niagara University.
It used to be called
here.
TREC. I was just thinking,
Yeah.
there's a new acronym for
Right,
it. Yep.
right.
Right across from the gas station on Niagara Street.
Yeah, around 7th Street.
Yep.
So, yeah, this fellow's working on his tiger right now. He said he wanted to take on a challenge. I'm thinking, yeah, that's a challenge, a bit of a challenge.
That's beautiful.
And then this is, I love this piece because when you look at it, this is a true, thank you.
Yeah, it's heavy.
This is a true art therapy piece. What the directive was to paint or draw how you feel when your mind is giving you troubles and you're having issues thinking and so forth. So you can see where her mind is, it's all different. So there's a lot of busyness going on there, difficult to control her mind. And you can see the tears, which really bring it home. And you can really get a feeling for that. So,
That's wonderful.
yeah. So she did this piece, and she really put her heart and soul into this. But where the mind is, you can see it's a lot of different things that are going on there. So it really depicted well her anxiety. I'm trying to think if she was hearing voices. We have some people that did artwork showing what it feels like to have hear voices and that kind of thing too. It's really interesting. So
That's wonderful. That's neat.
Yeah.
Just to be able to see. I know we've talked in the past just about the therapy aspect of art, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not artistically gifted myself,
But for art therapy, you do not have to
Exactly,
be
that's what you
art
told me
gifted.
before.
Yes, yes.
Right.
But just
process.
how maybe briefly, just how you're able to use the art to be able to talk.
Well, when I work with somebody one-on-one through art therapy, it's much first of all, when you do art therapy, it comes from inside and it comes out on the paper. A lot of people can't talk about things or don't know how to bring things out, but if you have a piece of artwork, you can always say, well, tell me about that. What were you feeling when that happened to you? You show here, like, you have no hands on this person, or was it difficult for you to reach out then? Or you can ask a lot of different questions that maybe they wouldn't volunteer in talk therapy.
Sure.
So it can be really interesting and very enlightening. I've done a lot of projects where they are self-aware, to bring about self-awareness, where they create a picture, and I always hear them say, I didn't know that. I didn't know I was like that, but that's true. So it is an eye-opener for them as well.
Awesome. So just a couple minutes left. Carla, if you wanted to touch back basically on just the basics of what PROS is and where it's located and how people can connect.
Sure. So Niagara Visions PROS is an outpatient mental health clinic that has full clinic services available. And when you were talking about kind of symptoms, we have a wide range of folks. So someone may be suffering from schizophrenia and from voices and things like that. Other folks, depression or anxiety, bipolar. So there's an array of mental health issues and concerns there, and people are very welcoming and appreciative to be able to, I think, talk about that, but also realize they're not alone, that someone else may have those issues too. So that's very helpful in how our group dynamics work and things like that. So what else?
I'll just say,
so I know I'm trying to
Our
think.
phone number.
Yep.
Well, yes. Oh, I know, on our little brochure here. But yes, our phone number is 716-205-8708. And I can leave contact information. We have just kind of a referral form that, like I said, that either your case manager or a family member, yourself can help fill out. We have an open door policy also, so if you wanted to come in and see us and kind of take a look around, that would be great too. Sandie mentioned the quarterly schedule. I just wanted to add, we really try to build it to meet people's needs for who's there at the time. So in the past, we've had groups on parenting and things like that, or like she said, the anger management.
Financial
one, yeah. We had
budgeting.
taking the
How
bus
to
one.
take
We
a
have to
bus.
bring that one
Yes,
back. That was a good one too.
Right. Doing laundry. Yeah.
Yep. And so, yeah, come check us out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to show you around.
Yes. And so that a lot of the information from the brochure as well as the calendar that you referenced are available at communitymissions.org/pros. Just that easy. It goes directly to a page talking about this program, and some of the artwork, I believe, is on there, and that we have. We do hope that if you're in downtown Niagara Falls for some reason, that you'll stop by what used to be called Trek at Niagara University down on Niagara Street and see some of those pieces, and they're available for sale as well. We've had some sales of people stopping by. So just want to wrap up, say thank you to Sandie and Carla here from Niagara Visions PROS talking about their program. Thank you so much for joining us on Community Link this month, and we will see you back again next month.